Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I've finally gotten around to starting my before the 90 days 90 Day Fiance recaps and reviews. I have been watching this show for many years, okay? Probably almost as many years or less, a little bit less than Teen Mom. So I've been watching this show since the beginning and I'm ready to recap it for you guys. I am 7 entire episodes behind, so let's see if we can possibly catch up this week. Okay guys, so for those of you who are new to the 90 Day Fiance franchise, this is basically people meeting online using dating apps to meet foreigners, and when they meet these foreigners, they take them into the 90-day process in order for them to become United States citizens, okay? So there's a lot of spin-off franchises to this show, and this is one of them, Before the 90 Days, which is obviously by the title, showing you what is happening prior to when they're signing up to do this 90-day process. Their goal is to meet up with these folks, meet them, see if they still vibe or whatever, and I guess just get married. Cannot believe how long the show has been on the air, but anyway, I wanted to let you guys know from the beginning, what you're in for. You do not have to have watched all the old episodes to be able to follow. These are a bunch of new people, except Jasmine and Gino. They're coming back from another season. So this episode introduces us to Amanda. She's 31 years old and she lives in Eunice, Louisiana. She recently lost her husband Jason to cancer earlier this year, and Amanda describes Jason as a jokester, provider, and her best friend. About a year ago, Jason started experiencing lung problems. Despite medical testing, nothing conclusive was found until 8 months later when he was diagnosed with stage 4 ampullary cancer. Sadly, only 10 days after the diagnosis, Jason passed away, leaving Amanda devastated. Amanda shares that Jason expressed his desire for her to find love again and move on. That sentiment led her to connect to Razvan, a 26-year-old model, singer, and social media entertainer. It all stemmed from a TikTok. She ended up sending him a gift on a live. He privately messaged her and the relationship grew from there. And Razvan is from Brussels. So Razvan and Amanda began talking on social media, eventually progressing to daily and nightly phone calls. She let him know up front that she was a recent widow, and she says that Razvan has been very supportive during this time. Despite the guilt that Amanda feels for moving on so quickly after her husband's death, she and Razvan have formed a deep connection over the 4 months that they've been together. Now Amanda is preparing to meet Razvan in person for the first time. She's traveling to Romania. Her sister Amber expresses concern about the speed of their relationship, worries that Amanda may not be ready for such a commitment. Amanda acknowledges the complexities of her situation and the impact on her children, and she wrestles with the idea of introducing them to another man in her life and contemplates the role that Razvan might play. Amber really is concerned that Amanda really hasn't had time to grieve the loss of Jason. In my opinion, because I notice I'll be doing recaps and I'll be forgetting to give my opinion. I'll be so focused on trying to be factual because I hate when people do recaps and they be leaving stuff out or they be like getting words and stuff wrong. Know that I be reading the captions and I be rewinding several times to make sure that this channel is accurate, okay? Everybody has their own rate for how long they want to grieve, but let's be honest here. At this point, it hasn't even been more than a year. I feel like it's a little soon to be looking at marriage. Maybe it's not too soon to be lightly dating, and I mean lightly, but to be in so heavy, and this is just my opinion, I feel like it's a little soon. So as Amanda prepares for her trip to Romania, she and Razvan have discussions about his career in, quote, acting, and I'm putting it in quotes because she asked them what do they plan on doing when she comes to Romania, and he says he's going to take her all around Bucharest, but they're also going to go somewhere else and they're going to be doing his music video, and these are what his music videos look like. And he says, I might have to kiss the actress. Amanda says, oh no, you're not. Amanda admits to us that she's a jealous woman, and she's especially jealous at the fact that he has all these female followers drooling all over him all the time. You knew that he was on social media taking off his clothes, being a thirst trap, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, I don't see how you can be mad about that. Despite their differences, the fact that they literally argue all the time, which her sister brought up in the last scene, actually, Amanda believes in their future together, although she is reserved due to her lack of experience. With mixed emotions and the support of her sister and children, Amanda bids farewell and heads off to Romania to meet Razvan. So now we have Gino. He's 53 years old from Canton, Michigan, and his fiance's name is Jasmine. She's 35 and she's from Panama City, Panama, and they met on the last season of Before the 90 Days. Now things got off to a very rocky start with Gino because he was caught doing something that he shouldn't have done.
One of your exes sent me a message. Did you send her naked pictures of me?
Gino was caught sending nudie pictures of Jasmine to his ex-girlfriend as a brag. But you know what? Even with all this drama that you're seeing here, eventually they actually did get back together and they wound up engaged somehow. So when Gino got back home from his trip to Panama, he decided that since their relationship was going oh so well, he filed for the K-1 visa for Jasmine to move to the United States. Now, this lengthy processing time, it's literally been over 12 months at this point, has left Jasmine feeling very frustrated. Gino says that they often find themselves arguing over financial and sexual issues. So in an effort to try to reignite that spark, that fire, Gino has planned yet another trip to Panama. He's prepared with an entirely new wardrobe because he says that Jasmine hated his clothes. Do you still have your Jesus sandals? Because those were rich. Anyway, he wanted to impress Jasmine and he believes that this trip is their last chance. So in the meanwhile, we have Jasmine, who again, she's 35 years old and she's from Panama City, Panama, if you forgot. Well, she's here with the doctor and she is looking into a vaginal rejuvenation because she feels like this vaginal rejuvenation is going to help her and Gino's sex life. Ma'am, he's 53 years old and I just believe that he's just getting older. And this is something that happens with men that get older. Ma'am, I think you want a younger man and then you won't have these penile problems. Okay, I'm not trying to shame him. I am very well aware that this is normal for certain men. It's nothing to be ashamed of, but she's like chewing him out because he doesn't have any desire for her. You're taking it personal. And I don't think it's a personal thing. I really think that it's a biological thing. But back to my script, because I did write this out. Jasmine is hoping that a good old, she called it she called it a tightening of the punana. We call it punani, but okay. She hopes that tightening that area will improve their intimacy, but the conversation takes an uncomfortable turn for the doctor and he would rather not hear this crap. Jasmine says nonetheless, her deep love for Gino is very strong, but she admits that the visa delays are causing them to grow distant. Gino's new full-time job as an automotive engineer has improved their financial situation, but Jasmine isn't thrilled about the fact that they can't talk on the phone all day long. Well, girl, what do you want? Do you want him to be unemployed, talking to you all day long? Or do you want the man to have a job and be able to afford what you want? Okay, Miss High Class, High Taste, Unemployed ma'am. At one point, Gino and Jasmine are on a video call and Jasmine's like, so what's up with the visa? And Gino is like, it's probably going to take another 30 days. She's pissed off. She's sick of it. She tells Gino that she's sick of it and says that he's going to have to pay for her to keep moving. Jasmine, I want to understand I don't know how it works in Panama, but why is it that you have to keep moving every 30 days just because you're not getting the visa in 30 days? Do you not have 6-month leases, 12-month leases, 3-year leases where you live? I'm going to have to do some research on that. I haven't researched. Sorry, I don't always research for these videos. But why would you have to move every 30 days? That doesn't make any sense. She tells Gino that this apartment, this luxury apartment in the sky is $3,000. Okay, $3,000. Girl, my apartment isn't even $3,000 and I have a job and you're not even working, madam. She tells Gino, you're going to have to pay for this apartment, all right? And I need it to be a 2-bedroom, so it's going to cost $3,000 because I have to live with my sister. Ma'am, your sister's not a 5-year-old. Is your sister special needs, or why can't your sister live on her own again? I mean, if she's special needs, forgive me, but if she's not, what the hell? Amidst all the challenges, Jasmine decides that she's going to secretly meet with her former F-buddy, Dane. She says Dan, but the name that I'm seeing across my screen is Dane, and I really believe she's mispronouncing his name. I will be calling him Dane in these reviews, I'm very sorry to tell you. Dane just so happens to live in this new luxury apartment in the sky that she basically is having Gino pay for. So she confides in Dane about her frustrations with Gino, which you shouldn't be doing, by the way, but anyway, and admits that she needs more passion and excitement in her relationship. So unbeknownst to Gino, Jasmine keeps her connection with Dane a secret, leading to potential awkwardness during the 3 weeks that they're all going to be neighbors. Now we have Riley. He is 48 years old. He is from Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. He's actually a former native New Yorker, okay, from Queens. So right now, Riley works in public safety for the U.S. government, and before that, he served in the military for 8 years. So Riley had a serious relationship once, and it ended in a heartbreaking betrayal when he found another guy in his girlfriend's bedroom. And I don't know how the hell he got in there. He said that she wouldn't let him in. And now all of a sudden he's able to get into not only get into the house, but he's also able to get into her bedroom to see a guy in the closet. Girl, I don't know who wrote that storyline, but TLC, y'all need to work on it. All right. Some things that they write in the scripts or they have these people do just doesn't make any damn sense. All right. I'm just saying. Years after that betrayal where he found his girlfriend cheating on him, Riley decided to try again, and he met someone who he believed was special. He even had a ring on layaway, and I'm fighting temptation to sing a Beyonce song. I'm just letting y'all know. He had a ring ready on layaway. However, all of a sudden, one day, this girlfriend decided to say, hey, you know what? I gotta go pick up some things in Philly. I'll be right back. And the girl never came back. It's really freaking shady that you would be in a relationship with somebody and just diss a freaking peer. Okay? That's really disrespectful. Just at least tell the guy you're leaving, or at least sending a breakup text is effed up. But at least the person knows why you left. Riley said that he tried to get in contact with her, and eventually when they did get in contact, he still didn't get any answers about why the hell she just left like that. So, I mean, obviously, Riley, she just wasn't feeling you, and she wasn't mature enough to tell you the right way. Okay? So we chalk it up to that. After this situation with the second lady, he was hurt and betrayed, and he felt very lonely. Only weeks after that happened, he decided he was going to download a Vietnamese dating app and met Violet from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. So Violet and Riley have been chatting daily for 2 years, and Riley truly believes that she's the one that he's been waiting for all his life. In a recent video chat, Violet tells Riley that she loves him, but he's hesitant to say it back. His past relationship issues have made him fearful of saying those 3 words. Despite this, Riley cares deeply about Violet, though they've had their fair share of ups and downs, leading to some trust issues. Riley is willing to take a risk and fly all the way to Vietnam to meet the woman that he believes could be his soulmate. So before his big trip, Riley visits his friends Sean and Tiffany for a Juneteenth celebration. They're like family to him, and their opinions matter to him. So Tiffany expresses concern about his spontaneous decision, revealing that Riley met Violet just a week after his last breakup. So Riley clarifies that he's been in contact with Violet for 2 years and hasn't sent money except for one of her daughter's birthdays. And Violet has 2 daughters, one aged 20 and 16, and Riley claims that he's ready to be a stepdad and he has a good relationship with them. When asked if he loves Violet, Riley hesitates. Past experiences have made him cautious about saying I love you. Instead, he plans to bring her a promise ring like we're teenagers in high school. If you don't get the hell out of here, you are in your 40s, are you not, sir? We are too old for promise rings. Either you're gonna propose to me, or you can take that promise ring and you can stick it where the sun don't shine, buddy. Okay, I'm just speaking for me, all right? He says that it's a symbol of his commitment until he gets all the answers that he needs. And Tiffany and Sean are like, what answers do you actually need, Riley? And Riley opens up to them about a situation where Violet lied about being divorced officially, and he said he was very clear with her. And on another instance, violent. That's funny. I'm sorry. Violet was very adamant, asking Riley to get off of the dating app, and he got off. And then he decided to get on there one day, and Violet was still on there for some reason. Okay. And she just, what was the explanation? Oh, what are you doing on the app? Okay, girl, you're gaslighting him. Alrighty then, girl. You had no business still being on that app. Though I do question why he felt the need to go and check and make sure you were still on the app. There's definitely a lack of trust there. Not sure why y'all are in a relationship. Riley says although they worked it out, there's still some lingering distrust within him, which he attributes to only miscommunication. Or could it be dishonesty? Riley, huh? Despite Riley's fears and doubts, Riley is determined to take a leap of faith and go all the way to Vietnam to see if true love awaits him. Ladies and gentlemen, this is David. He's 42 years old and he's from Omaha, Nebraska. He was born deaf into an all-hearing family. Growing up, communication was a challenge for him as his parents did not know sign language. Parents, why didn't you learn sign language with a deaf baby in the house? That doesn't make any damn sense to me, because I'm going to be fluent within maybe a couple months. I don't know how long it takes to learn, but however long it takes to learn, I'm going to learn to be able to communicate with my child. I don't understand that. That was very strange. David says that he was sent to a deaf school. David said the deaf school was more like a boarding school, and he really felt like he had a family there. And then he graduated at 20 years old. Now, when David came out of this school and came out to the hearing world, he struggled to connect with people, feeling frustrated by the barriers in communication. He longed for companionship and he wanted to start a family after he had himself together for a while. So 6 years ago, David fell in love with a deaf woman, but she cheated on him, breaking his heart. Despite the heartbreak, David kept moving forward and eventually he met Sheila. So Sheila was born hearing but started experiencing hearing problems at the age of 6, and now she uses hearing aids. While she's learning American Sign Language, or ASL, they mainly communicate through texting. Sheila also has a 12-year-old son. David and Sheila have been dating online for 2 years, but now David is about to take a big step. He's planning to travel all the way to the Philippines to meet Sheila in person. Sheila has recently been facing financial difficulties due to job loss, a fire, and natural disasters. She's asked David for money and he sent her around $3,000. David says the first year she didn't ask him for anything. David's bartender friend is concerned about the situation. While David sees this as a fairy tale opportunity to meet his love, his friend worries about the fact that he's sending money to someone who he doesn't know well, and the challenges of such a long distance relationship. Lastly, we have TyRay. TyRay is 33 years old and he's from Modesto, California. He has always struggled with his weight and dating, and he's always been afraid of rejection. TyRay also happens to be a virgin, and he's hesitant to put himself out there. So family is everything to TyRay, especially his mom, Whitney. About a year ago, his mom moved in with him after going through a very challenging time. She had a brain tumor that was successfully removed, but then she suffered a stroke the next day. This shook TyRay to the core, fearing that he might lose his mom. However, he has a close and loving relationship with her and has decided to quit his job as a claims rep for an insurance company to care for his mom full time. TyRay's father passed away when he was just 4 years old, and what happened was he got into an argument with somebody at the park and that person unalived him, unfortunately. TyRay was raised by his mom alone, and they faced a lot of financial hardships and even experienced homelessness at times. TyRay feels a strong sense of responsibility and gratitude towards his mom. So due to his commitment to take care of his mother, TyRay's social life has taken a back seat. However, he finds companionship in a lady named Carmela. Carmela is 27 years old from Barbados, and he met her on a dating site. And TyRay tells us that they've been talking for nearly 4 years. He feels a strong connection with her. Unfortunately, the producers deliver some very devastating news to TyRay at the end of this episode. And it turns out, due to some investigation, Carmela's actually a catfish, aka not who she says she is.
The person you've been messaging with is a man.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way, yeah.
Alrighty then, guys. It took me a while, but I did get the first episode up, and your next 6 videos will be coming during the course of this week. So please pay attention. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and check the notification bell so that you know when I post a video, because obviously I have a lot of freaking videos to post this week, damn it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.